Hi guys, Creative Lauri here. Welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm a home stager, and today I have day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. Now I'm a little behind on my 12 days of Christmas, and I have a home tour coming up hosted by Davida Lane, and I will be filming it on Wednesday. Today's Monday, so I have a lot of decor that I want to show you that's going to be in my home tour. So you'll probably see day 5 and 6 today, day 6 and 7, or 7 and 8 tomorrow, and then the home tour, and then I'll show you some of the other things at another point. They may or may not be in my 12 days of Christmas because some of them might be gifts also. So if you like my channel, please stick around, and please like and subscribe, leave me comments. I will definitely get to you, but let's get started. So I'm trying to be really savvy, resourceful again. I used to be very resourceful for myself, for my staging business. Sometimes I just have to go and get things. So I try to make it up in my own personal life within my home. And last year I went a little overboard. Starting YouTube really does that for people, I think. But I want to show you guys how to make some just cute things for your house with your everyday items. Things that you might just ordinarily recycle, and things that you have that you maybe use in the summertime or spring, but you can bring them out and use them for Christmas time. And with buying maybe a couple things here and there. So let me show you what I bought in order to do this project. Now I bought this for a whole nother project. This was at the Dollar Tree. It's their red plaid foil wrapping paper. Sorry for the glare. There's so much of this that I could do with it. I've already used it so much, and I'll be wrapping gifts as well. But I'm going to be using this a lot. So it goes along with my theme, and quite honestly, like too much buffalo check is just too dark for me. I prefer plaid, probably over buffalo check. But I'm mixing it all up together because I have buffalo check and I have plaid. As you can see, I'm wearing plaid. This actually reminds me of my school uniform. Now that I think about it, this was the color of our skirts. When we were in 7th and 8th grade, we got to wear skirts and a white blouse. And then 1st grade through 6th grade, we had to wear jumpers. But the only difference is there's like khaki colored strands in here, but ours were yellow. And I can't believe I still love plaid. So the things that you're going to need are some maybe tin cans, and as you can see, this is what I did. So I just cut like a strip from this wrapping paper. I wanted the metal to show on the top and the bottom, which they do, so I did 2 of them, and they're really cute. Actually, really, really cute. It's very like, it's kind of country, it's kind of a glammy country, but what I'm using them for, you'll see probably more in the home tour or my next few videos. I bought some of these probably last month, but I'm counting it as part of a cost. So these were from the Dollar Tree, and I think I bought 3 of them. So I have 3 of them. I think I bought 4, but I'm using 1, 2, 3 today. So I got 3 of these. Pardon for the noise in the background. My neighbor is doing something in the backyard, like making something. I had some greenery that I had from a few years ago that I got. I had gone to Goodwill and found this really cool topiary, and in between each round, it was an orb, there were these greenery, and they're not flocked, which I like. They're painted. It's just done differently than that chunky flocking. Now, I don't think that flock is safe for animals, and being that my cats like to chew fake greenery like this, I feel better that it's this versus that chunky stuff. So you're going to take, I have 2 of these that I'll be using. This came from that topiary. Sorry, I'm taking one apart. You're going to need, this also came Well, this came from a wreath that I recently revamped. There was like, I think 4 of these, and I took them apart, so I'm using them separately. I'll be using one of the Dollar Tree berries. They had them in red and white, and I liked the darker color. So I had bought 2 of these over the early summer. It was like late spring, early summer. They were from the Target Dollar Spot, just a galvanized lantern bucket. They were, I took the price off. Okay, they were $5, which I'm surprised I spent that much. But I was working so much at the time that I think I just allotted myself to do that. But it has cute little stars on it, which I love. So I want to use them again, and these will be going flanking each side of the top part of my mantle on those wood planks that I have. So I'm just going to take this greenery, and it was flat like this, right? I'm literally just going to bend it in half. And be careful you don't poke yourself with all the, you know, the wire that's in them. So that's kind of it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just bent it, and then I'm going to literally, I'm going to have the handle in the back because I'm hanging it by the handle. Stick it in here. Then you can bend it however you want. Kind of fluff it out, down, kind of all over. Then we're going to take our Dollar Tree stem here, the berries, and I'm just going to put it on one side here. I like the leaves. I pushed the leaves up because I thought they were appropriate for the holly berry. So I just kind of pushed them to one side and separated them as I push down. Then I'm taking my pine cones that I also just kind of saved, and I'm going to put them on the opposite end, somewhere around here. Kind of separate them. Isn't that pretty? So I did 2 of these. So I'll be hanging them on each side of the mantle, which I'm going to try to show you today, but I am losing light, so I'm going to try to hurry. So I have, let me show you the 2 that I made. Oh, can you hear that construction? Alright, so here are the 2 lanterns. Let me step back a little bit. As you can see them. Can't wait to hang them on my mantle. I think they turned out pretty. Oops, this one's kind of falling out a little bit. There we go. And I didn't hot glue anything because I didn't feel like it needed it. The next thing was, the first thing I showed you were these cans. And I honestly just cut a piece of the wrapping paper. I mean, talk about inexpensive, especially if you get it after Christmas. I bought some for like 10 cents before. But I didn't have this plaid one, so I wanted to get it. And I just literally hot glued it on. So I cut the strip, and you know, you can see kind of the hot glue. It doesn't really matter because you're going to put the seam in the back. Hot glued it across, and then put the first part down and wrapped it around. I did put a band of glue in the middle, and then over the top where I overlapped the back. But no one's going to see that. It's just a cute can, country can. So I did 2 of them. And all I'm going to do, one's going to be for like my cocoa area or my coffee area or my tiered stand. So my 3-tier tray, I should say, which is coming next. It's right next to me. It'll be like a filler piece, and this is probably the one I'm going to do for it. So I'm taking one of my holly berry. I bent it. I don't like to cut them because once you cut them, they're harder to keep it all together. I got these from the Dollar Tree. They're just ties, like greenery ties. So, is it these I used? Yeah. I didn't want it to be too full because this might be going on my bottom tier of my tray. So, and I'm just kind of I'm bending them a bit so they don't look so, you know, straight up and down and fake. Even though they are fake. So I'm pushing the holly leaves a little bit down to cover the base up a bit. I do like this greenery, so okay, that's it for now. Simple, moving on. So I have that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with this one just yet. You'll probably see it a little later. Just wanted to show you how you can make them. I have a bigger can, now I can't find it, that I had some diced tomatoes, because I don't buy a lot of canned goods, but these were pumpkin puree cans that I bought. So I'll show you what I do with this one in another video. You'll see it probably. The next thing you want to get are some mason jars, and these are going to be for your storage, for your coffee bar, cocoa station, gifts, but I'll be using them with wrapped candy in them until I use them for gifts, and I'll show you. Okay, the next thing you're going to need are some mason jars. So I have two sizes here. I have these medium-sized ones, and then I have, these are the Kerr, I don't know how you say that, Kerr? And then the regular mason jars, and you're going to need some, if you like the way I do it, you can also just use regular ribbon, you can use leftover fabric, but I loved this red burlap from the Dollar Tree, but you could use this pretty plaid also, but I'm going to use this for a different project. And you're just going to cut a piece, you're going to get your glue gun, keep your glue gun going because you're going to be doing, if you're going to do a few of these. All I did was I had some leftover ribbon, and I'll show you. Like I said, I'm trying to use everything and not be wasteful. But this is all that I have left. I bought this last year, and I used it in one of my wreaths. I used it in this project, and I'll probably make two more jars with this. So I just cut a piece, so I'll probably cut this in half. Maybe, that's like 7 inches, maybe 6-7 inches. And then I'm going to dovetail it. The easiest way is you fold it in half, and then you cut up from the corner up, and that makes a nice dovetail rather than trying to go you know. I did buy this year some of these little jingle bells that are medium, larger I guess, but not huge, and they had little snowflakes on them, so these were 99 cents. And everything, oh, and I did buy 2 of these ornaments, which these were from the Dollar Tree. They had Santas, but I really loved the rustic little snowman. Alright, all you're going to do is take your lid. You're going to cut a piece of this burlap, and you're just going to put one layer across. It does not have to cover the whole thing. It's fine just the way it is. So I'm going to show you one that I've done already. This worked for the large and the small. I bought some candies just for now to fill them up, because what I'll be doing with them is giving them as gifts later once it gets closer to Christmas. So here's your insert. And see how it doesn't really cover fully on each side? It's totally fine. You don't really notice it at all with the cover on. You see a little bit there, but you're not going to notice it. Then after you hot glue that, put it back on your jar. You're going to put a band of this, hot glue it around. I did this on the larger ones, and I'll show you in a second. Then I took this larger ornament and hot glued it. It was like the perfect size to fit on the larger jar. See, it doesn't quite fit on the smaller one. It's got room to wiggle, so it fit better on the larger ones. So all I did, and I'll show you what I did. Let me put I bought a package of Star Mints from the Dollar Tree, and I added the whole package to this jar. Once I hot glued the band around and put the ornament, I hot glued it. Remember, when you hot glue something to glass, it comes off so easy. So after they eat their treats, they can have that ornament. So it's a nice way to give a gift. So here is the end result with the little, I left the hanger on. So it's red and it's festive, and you got an ornament, so you have a decorative jar. You have an ornament for them, and then you're going to put in candies that you make. You know, I'm going to be doing fudge. I'll be doing like a layer of fudge. I'll put parchment paper, another layer, maybe of the same fudge or different fudge, maybe peanut butter fudge. And then I'll make some cookies, and I'll put, that'll probably take me about to here, and I'll probably put 4 of one type and then intermix 2 different types of cookies in between each layer, something like that. So 3 cookies. So 9 cookies probably will fit in here. And that is an awesome gift for neighbors, coworkers. That's your gift total if you're going to be giving gifts out and you are low in cash. Making your baked goods is an inexpensive way to disperse a bunch of gifts in jars that you might already have. You do not have to have mason jars, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so around June, July, I start saving my jars. I always have done that, and I don't know if it's because my parents grew up either during the Depression time, or my dad was just a poor farm boy, you know. And so this the sticker won't come off, and it even went through the dishwasher, so I have to get some Gooby Gone. I'll get that off, and then I'll rewash it and put it in the dishwasher again. But this, I think, was a relish jar. I don't smell it anymore, but sometimes the lid can keep that smell of the relish jar. So you might want to, if it's like a pickle jar, then use it for decorative purposes only. So you can get jars for whatever might be in them. Sometimes mayonnaise, or sometimes jars are hard to come by because not every company uses glass anymore. They use plastic. So that's why I like to keep my jars. But keeping a bunch of jars for the whole year is a lot of work and storage. So I just start in June, July, and I keep a couple. Quite a few, I should say. I would say like 10. This is a instant coffee jar from the Dollar Tree, and I'm starting to make it into a little Santa Claus, Miss Santa Claus. And I just made a little apron for her out of that burlap, and then I need to finish her. But you can get peppers in a jar, olives, whatever, and really just wash the lid really well, and then put everything in the dishwasher. That seems to really cut the smell and get rid of the smell. So it does not have to be mason jars. You can cover them the same. You might want to put like, cut the fabric and, either wrap it around the lid and hot glue it that way, and you can trim it around, or put like ribbon around the edge, however you want to do it. Actually, I use some jute, and I'll show you. So this one, I just have some peppermints in it. I like to have peppermints throughout the year just because they're a nice option over lozenges, and they do help with like allergies and freshen your breath and open your sinuses. So I do keep them. You could put them in your coffee, but I think a better option for that would be puffed peppermints, which brings me to my next jar. I did this one a little different. And I hot glued jute around the top of the lid, and I put the burlap around the base. I put the little Dollar Tree Red Robin or Cardinal on here. This one, Meatball has been attacking, and so I thought, okay, I'm just going to hot glue it down so she can't get it anymore. And then I used one of the Dollar Tree ties, greenery ties, and I just clipped a little piece of it, hot glued it down to the lid. I didn't put the red burlap here, and I just put the greenery, then the cardinal, I clipped it and hot glued it, and then I put a little bit of the Dollar Tree lace that comes on a spool. I did one of my jingle bells, and it's a cute little jar. And here I did the puffed peppermints, which are so good if you want them in your coffee, and you just plop them into your coffee and go. They disintegrate and disperse, and you can shake your coffee mug around a little bit, and you get that awesome peppermint taste in your coffee. And if you add a little milk, you have like a little latte, peppermint latte. So I'm going to store my peppermints in these jars until it's Christmas time, or when I'm in like a few weeks, and then I'll be making my baked goods and fudge, and then I'll be giving them out as gifts. So I thought that was really cute. All I did with this was loop the lace like a breast cancer awareness ribbon. And I thought that was pretty cute. Nice bold red. And then this one. So they have ornaments on each. And then this one is the smaller mason jar. And all I did was take some jute and wrap it around the lid. I hot glued it in the back and then tied it. And then I took my ribbon that was about maybe a little less than 6 inches long, I think, because I had just a little piece separate from that piece. And I just literally twisted it twice, so like that. Or you could tie it, cut it, dovetailed it, hot glued it on top of the jute, and then added a jingle bell. And it's so cute because I wanted to make sure you saw the buck. And then I just added my cinnamon sticks. I will keep this in my cinnamon or my coffee cocoa bar because I do cook with cinnamon so much, you guys. It's so good for you. It lowers your blood sugar levels. And putting a stick in like a marinade that you're making or a sauce or hot something like cider or whatever, it really reduces the sugar levels in your bloodstream. So it's really a good way if you're diabetic or you want to lower your sugar levels. It's a good way. So I do cook with them. I do a lot of Indian food too, and so I use these all the time. So this will be going in my coffee station area. But I bought these originally at the 99-cent store. Pretty good price because they're expensive at the grocery store. Then they had these bigger packages. So let's see. This is 4 ounces and this is 0.75. And these are heavy, good quality ones. So I will be using these for decor and decorative pieces to embellish on my jars and such. So you can take one of these and put them across or hang it with a jingle bell and then add all of your goodies and candies in here. I don't know if I'll be doing a video on all the candies I make. I might be, but there's so many videos out there for that. But gosh, look at how awesome, and they're so heavy. These are really good quality. So same store, but they just got them in at different times. So then the last jar I'm going to show you, and I'll probably end there because this video is getting long. So I'll just have to show you where they go at another time. I had bought this red jar from the Goodwill, I think last year, or did I get it from Target? No, I think I got it from Goodwill, but it was originally from Target, the dollar spot. So it was just a red jar, and I washed it, of course. I took some of that car chamois from the Dollar Tree and made his little hair for the Santa and made his little beard and his eyebrows. And then I took for his eyes, because I like the whole white theme, those berries, the same berries as this, but the white ones that I got from the Dollar Tree. But you can use buttons, whatever. Don't buy anything, because every time I move some of these berries around or mess with them, some of them fall off. I save them and I use them for eyes or embellishments. Then I took my burlap and made a little cone hat. And I used like a little odd piece of leftover chamois and made his little top tassel, pom-pom. And then I took some of the Dollar Tree ties, cut a couple pieces, about that size, hot glued them and put those leftover berries. And it kind of looks like a little Oompa Loompa. But I left his beard like that, so I might hot glue him like that. Anyways, I'll put some kind of a hard candy probably in this one. He's cute. He's ugly, but he's cute. So there's another jar for you. When you see these at Goodwill, just get them. You can wash them. Everything was fine. It did not look used at all. So I think I got this for 49 cents. And that was last year. So all in all, for all of these jars, and I'll pan down, I'll show you in a view, I spent 1, 2, 3, counting the wrapping paper, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe $8, and I had leftover everything, like the wrapping paper, the ties, the jingle bells, so maybe like $9 total. So let me set them up in a row and you can see them all together. Alright guys, there it is. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jars that I made. So these, all of these, and the ones on the end, the little plaid ones, and the ones in the back are for decor. I am going to be storing my mints in the 2 big ones for now to keep as storage, and you'll see what I do with those. And then these that have the cinnamon, I'll be keeping cinnamon in them until I have to use them for my gifts. So that is a lot of gift, cute, rustic looking ideas. You can glam them up. You can make a modern, country, whatever you want. You can get cute ornaments or make ornaments to put on them. I'll show you that in a later video also. So with that said, I have a lot of videos to do. So guys, I hope this inspires you to make your own cute little decorative homemade jars to put your gifts in them. You can do lots of different things like hot cocoa in here, brownie mix, cookie mix. You know how they do that with layering them. I'm going to be making homemade candies, so I'll show you how I store them in the next video. Bye guys, please like and subscribe, and I love to hear from you. Leave a comment. Bye.